Hey everyone, welcome back to my next art book preview video. This week we have Cho Apes and Babes. This is book 1. So a quick look at the front and back there. It is a very glossy cover. Those of you who watch my videos know I am a huge Cho fan, so I do have other book preview videos showing some of the following books by him as well. Definitely check those out, they are amazing. But let's get straight into this. It doesn't have a contents page, but the book is sort of split up into sections of his work. So for example, you can see here we start with comics and covers. This I think is actually the largest section by quite a lot. I would say it definitely covers a lot of his Marvel work. In fact, I think this one is on the cover of the Marvel monograph, which is actually one of the few books that I do not own yet. I'm mainly quite a big fan of his pin-up work, to be honest, his Jungle Girl and things like that. I do like all of his work, but because of that reason, that one wasn't priority for me to get. Because as many of Cho's books that I do have, there's still absolutely loads that I do not have and would love to get my hands on. The pages are a little bit glossy, so I'm trying my best just to hold this up so that the light doesn't reflect too much. Hopefully that is helping. But yeah, obviously this is his superheroine artwork, which is incredible. And if you are familiar with any other of Cho's books, you'll sort of recognise this format where he often has either a sketch or the inking page on the left, and then quite often on the right he will have the sort of fully finished rendered piece. Obviously, as you can see here, not every page follows that rule. He's got some really nice artwork. Sorry if you can hear the rain in the background, by the way, hopefully you can't. So I actually thought with this book, compared to his other books, they all have a lot of nudity, and I thought I won't have to sort of, censor any of this bit for YouTube, but there are actually some pages that I am still having to skip. Not as much as his other stuff, though. I think this book is much tamer for the most part, at least through this comic book section anyway. If any of you guys do have his Marvel monograph, I think that's what it's called, definitely let me know in the comments below if it's worthwhile or if there's a huge overlap, whether this book already covers it. This, again, is the Apes and Babes book. It says book 1, but I'm not aware that there's a book 2. I am aware of a different cover version, though, but I'm pretty sure it's the same book. Again, if you guys know different, please do correct me. I'd be really intrigued to know. I would love to get all of his books. He also has quite a few sketchbooks you can buy. I think there's about 6 currently, called Sketches and Scribbles. So that is a series that I haven't managed to get my hands on yet. We're moving on to Jungle now, which will be mainly his Jungle Girl character. But the only downside that I always talk about in my videos, if you've watched any of my other Cho videos, is that there is a very big overlap if you've got a lot of the books. So if you only have 1 or 2, that's not a problem, and there's nothing wrong with some overlap. But if, like me, you want to collect all of his work, you are going to have a huge overlap in his books. It's a little bit tricky when you're deciding which ones to buy. This kind of stuff is more what I associate Cho with. You can see he's got quite a range of skills, really, quite a variety of work. And he's got absolutely loads of work as well, there's no denying that. But yeah, I absolutely love his pin-ups. And I believe Jungle Girl is actually his comic book. It's not one that I've read. That and Liberty Meadows, which there's a section on in here. But he's also known a lot for his dinosaurs, which are absolutely excellent. I have skipped a few pages, by the way, in the Jungle Girl section because there was some nudity. So again, onto the Liberty Meadows section now. This, I believe, is his sort of earlier work in terms of his characters and things like that. And I will put links to where I got this from in the description box below. As well as that, though, don't forget to check out the links for some of the other books because there is guaranteed to be something you like in there of Frank's work, whether you're more into his pin-ups or anything really. I have a feeling that the Mars section might contain a little bit more nudity. We've also got things like characters and creatures. I will say he is really good at drawing dragons as well. I remember seeing that. I'm not sure if it was in this book or another one. I haven't seen many of his dragons, but the ones I have seen are really cool, and I believe that they're from an old series called Skyborn, but don't quote me on that. Sorry guys, my information isn't very good, but hopefully you're getting an idea of what's included in the book. So again, it is a little bit tricky showing some of the pages from Frank's books on YouTube because a lot of them do contain nudity, and honestly he does a really good job of it. It's nothing hardcore or anything bad. It's just YouTube that doesn't quite allow it. Oh yeah, his Red Sonja stuff is awesome too. I know I'm singing his praise. I'm biased because I really like him. I think his work's amazing, but I've not really seen him do anything that isn't good. I know he's working on another book at the moment as well with Flesk, so I'm really looking forward to that. But I think I've shown more than enough there for you guys to see what's included. Definitely get this one, it's awesome. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a lot. And don't forget to check out my other videos. And that's it. Thanks for watching.